Now let's see how the process we've just executed has updated the data in the back office app. I'll go to the work order that the process actually originated from. Now, in the Records and Production Processes subtab, we see that the count cell process is now marked as executed and no longer as planned. We also see when it was executed, how long it took the operator to run it, who the assigned operator was, and that the record status is now marked as draft. Now this makes sense because it hasn't yet been approved by a manager. Clicking in the process itself opens up the detail view window. In activities, you see all the audit trail entries dedicated to that process with all the different steps that were taken around this workflow. In the execution tab, we find the full execution report showing all the tasks performed, the exact timestamps of execution, and the initials of the executor. Should there have been a deviation from SOP, a warning triggered, or a comment logged by the operator, that would actually appear here as well. Now, this allows you to review the entire process, and you may then choose to mark tasks for approval or to log a comment if needed. You may then sign the entire record for approval. To do so, just click on the Sign button. This being a critical action, your e-signature is required. You then choose the right function of the signature in the drop-down menu. In this case, we'll choose Approve and hit Save. Going back to the list of production processes, we see that the process we just reviewed is now marked as approved. Another tab that got automatically updated is Samples. While there were no samples before we executed the cell counting process, we now see there are 3 records in the list. These actually are QC cell samples that have been automatically created during the process execution, assigned to a QC person, and that are now due for analysis. You can see which work order and batch they are related to, and what the readout was. As these haven't yet been tested, they are marked as not tested, but the status will change as soon as QC analyzes them. Another very interesting tab to show is samples. Here we've got the whole list of samples in a LIMS-like view along with their readout results. For instance, the sterility readout here is either marked as pass or fail. This is also where you see all the other samples in your facility, which ones of them have been tested or which ones are still pending, and so on. This is good for the QC team to get an overview of the analysis to be performed and an easy way to communicate the result back to the manufacturing team.